Just want to do a update on the games I beat for the month of February. It's not as many as I would have hoped. I was hoping to get through about 5 games a month for my backlog. Um, was a stupid busy month. I started a new job. That's been crazy. Good, but crazy. My wife started a new job, so yeah, it's been a lot of changes. Not a lot of time to play games. Then I got Elden Ring at the end of the month, and I couldn't help but to try it out, and now I'm like addicted to Elden Ring. So yeah, it's been crazy, but I did get through some games. I didn't know I had the manual for that. So I got through a lot of older games, just 3 games this month. I was hoping for more, but it is what it is. And honestly, next month it's not going to be much better because it's probably just going to be Elden Ring. But let's go ahead and start. So the first one I finished was Jaws on the NES. Um, I actually really enjoyed the game. It's kind of hard, frustrating, but it's a lot of fun. It's kind of addicting. It's kind of mindless, and I thought it was enjoyable. I mean, I know it gets a lot of hate because AVGN did videos on it, but you got to remember a lot of his stuff is parody. It's you know Jaws is an okay game. It's not that bad. It is difficult though. It took me many hours to perfect the gameplay and actually defeat Jaws. So if you haven't been playing that game because of the people talk about how bad it is, I would definitely give it a try for yourself because it's actually kind of fun. The next game I have is also on the NES. I'm trying to get through my NES collection. I want to do an NES collection video, but I want to play through the games before I talk about them. And not only play through them, but actually beat them or try to. NES is very hit or miss on whether I can even beat the games. It takes a lot of time to perfect them. These are games that people would buy and play for months to perfect them. And then finally, eventually, once they figured out tricks and tips from Nintendo Power and friends of theirs, they would be able to get through it. Luckily, I have the internet now, and that kind of helps me if I get stuck on stuff, but still takes a lot of skill. You can't just go through these games without a little bit of skill. So, next one is Batman. This game is really difficult. Um, it's considered NES hard, and it is tough. It's not the hardest game I've ever played, but the hardest part I think about this game is, you know, you have stages, and then like if you die on the boss, you don't have to restart the whole game, but you got to start back at the beginning of the stage, and each stage has like 3 levels, I think. Um, so what really was pissing me off was the last stage to get to the Joker was a real pain in the butt, and I kept dying in the Joker, trying to figure out him and having to repeat these stages, which were much harder than the rest of the game. The last stage is much harder than the whole game. But a lot of fun, holds up well, I think. And I think if you have an NES and you have Batman, you should give it a try. I would like to see that on Switch Online or even a remaster would be really cool. And the last one I have is kind of a surprising one. Now, I have played this game before, but it's Zelda Link to the Past. I'm a huge Zelda fan. Played a lot of the games, beat a lot of the games, but this one I don't think I ever beat. I played a lot of it. I usually play till I get to the Dark World, and I always stopped there for some reason. So I decided to go ahead and give it an actual playthrough, beat Ganon, finish the game. Um, it's a really good game. It's probably I've always said that it's one of my favorite Zelda games, even though I never beat it, just because I love the art style, I love the top down, I love the dungeons. Um, yeah, I love the game. I just never actually gave it enough time to finish it. So now I've finished it. It is definitely one of the best Zelda games. I don't know if I'd say number one on my list, but it's definitely in the top 5 on my list. Um, so those are the only games for the month of February. And honestly, like I said, the month of March isn't going to be too much better. Um, I'm going to try to at least, Elden Ring is like my main focus right now. Um, but I am going to try to at least get through one more NES game. I would like to do at least one NES game. So next month's update might just be one NES game and maybe Elden Ring. And the month after that's probably going to be Kirby and a couple NES games. Um, So yeah, it's slowed down a little bit. I kind of came out full force to get this backlog done, but it's slowing down, and I think it's okay. I kind of told myself, I want to get through as much as I possibly can, but at the same time, I want to play new stuff too. I do want to play some new stuff, but I'm not going to go as crazy as I used to. Um, so if I can beat 3 to 5 games a month, I think that will justify me buying one new game out of that month. So that I don't kind of replace all my backlog games. But Elden Ring is fantastic. I'm gonna do another video on my impressions of Elden Ring, and then maybe when I finish the game, I'll do kind of semi review. I'm not a reviewer, so I don't really know how to do that. But I would like to do a video talking about what I thought of the game. Um, so if you stuck around this far, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe for more videos and like the video because it does help. At least shows me that you like the videos. And I'll talk to you next time.